Hey y'all, I'm back. How y'all doing? Today I'm talking about this. I'm about to talk about a subject. I know y'all done read the title. A reason why a man should not move in with a woman. I have it's a lot of reasons. I've been wanting to do this topic for a while on Facebook. I've been posting about these why men should not be living with women for and I don't even have to write this here, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it. Uh, we in a time, a general 2024, where and this was going on with me when it was really going on in the 1980s and the 90s, where there was a lot of men uh, say they were living with their parents, and maybe they had a job that was in town or something, or they want to they wanted to find a really quick place to live so they don't have to drive so far. Again, selfish reasons. It was never about the girl or the relationship. They just needed a place to stay. So this was, like I said, this has been going on for a long time. I've been noticing this for a long time, and for some reason, my generation, the Gen Xers, the girls that grew up, this was kind of like what they wanted. A man would move in with. They would let a man move in with them, not them move in a man's house. You know, a few of them. Now, hey, this is my life, what my experience and what I've seen with these two eyes. These are things that my generational X period, my interpretation, the things that I watched, the things that I seen again, the things that I was able to go out and evaluate and look at with my eyes. This is my opinion. This is my life. This is the way I see things. So if your life is different, of course, you're a different spirit and a different body was different. So be it. Put a video about your experience. But I'm talking about what I have seen. Hey, and it's not everything. There's no right or wrong in this. This is what my opinion is. This is my beliefs is. And maybe the people that come to my channel, y'all think the same way. Is the reason why you're here. But let's talk about it. I'm gonna go back to how I viewed it as me growing up in the 1980s and 90s. What I noticed was a lot of people had jobs. Men had jobs. Most of them did. Some of them didn't. That's during the period where a lot of people were not wanting to work. They were lazy. A lot of people had got on, smoking marijuana, on drugs, and they were kind of people that they from day to day they did what they had to do to get their habit addiction taken care of every day. Those people they probably was on government assistance. And with that being said, with men knowing that women were able to get like government assistant homes, project places, they were kind of looking at someone that was living in those type of facilities because they know they didn't have a lot of rent to pay, and they weren't looking for much. And maybe they had a job or something, so they feel like, oh well, I got a job, even though they know that they were kind of not the best men of that time that had the best values, or maybe they were men that had baby mamas and they knew that they were paying child support, and so they had limited their income too, due to them not being wanting to be responsible and taking care of their the family they had already built up. They didn't want no part. They was irresponsible. So them being irresponsible, not wanting to go ahead and be with the women that they already had children with, they were focused on trying to find something quick. And usually quick was trying to find someone that was living on low income, probably getting food stamps, got kids. Know they got food in the refrigerator back then. They were going to have some food in there for them. So they would try to find somebody to move in real quick. Somebody that felt like, some women are more needing of a male presence, for sexual purposes. So they were using their body, to using what they had to get what they want. Okay, and with that being said, yeah, so you know where I'm going with this. So in order, when they were down and on their luck, or they needed to be met, maybe they need to be closer to their job, they would just go find some chicken head or some woman that they knew that needed something from them, and it provided them a place to stay. Was that smart of a man to do that? What kind of character is that? Do these men have any morals? No, I don't think they did. They put them. I would just put them on the whole list. That's what I would put them at. But with that being said, there's a term that they have for these type of men these days. It's called hobosexual. A hobosexual is a man, is someone who gets in dating romantic relationships to have somewhere to live. Let me repeat that again. A hobosexual. Lord, I know so many of them. Is someone who gets in dating romantic relationships to have someone somewhere to live. So in the world, they selling they look kind of like little male prostitutes. They're into prostitution. They willing to give up the goods anywhere they have to go so they can have a place to stay. Whether it's good or not, I don't know that part, but I know that they're willing to give up the goods just to lay down and give them a place to stay. Instead of being a man that can that was thinking, hey, I need to say, I'll stay with my mom and dad. I'm not relationship material. I don't have any money right now. I'm just going to keep on staying with my mom and dad, and maybe I need to take out the having sex with women and having more babies back to back with different women and study getting child support. And I know never have a place to stay. All they're saying is that you have no willpower, you have no discipline in your sexual organ area. And you don't have no discipline. No, if you don't have no discipline there, that means you don't have no discipline up here either. So if you ain't got no discipline up here, you're not thinking about saving no money or trying to save up and stay with your parents to get you a place to stay. Or, I think it would have been more decent if you just would have put a little camper on a person would have put a little camper like that on your parents' property or something, and use their lighting. At least you living who you really are instead of trying to do a quick jump into somebody's house, and then you got to whore yourself out. You got to be a homosexual. And when I'm going to tie all this together is the type of character that will do this. What kind of man does this? Yes, he's a homosexual, but he's a whole lot of other things too. He's a user. He's only doing what he got to do to meet his needs met. He's the type to take advantage of someone that's in a low status, a woman. What is a term in the Bible, what they call these type of brute beast, of the brute beast, looking for a woman that's laid down with sexual feelings and desires. So they think they know that they can go into this home and lay up and have a place to stay. But boy, what comes along with that? We're gonna get to it here in a minute. I'm ruling y'all in, I'm getting it together so we can get this party started. Because I've been wanting to talk about this for a very long time. And I do not like men like this. They're male, they're little beta, they're beta, but men, they're beta male. They're not a man that even thinks like this. And you have to ask what kind of home that they come from. What kind of mother do they really actually have? They're using their goods to get to a home, and they're too lazy to build themselves up as a person. Hey, it takes time. It may take you, if you're working it, and instead of going and laying up with different women and getting more babies and getting yourself, and then again, this is a problem that men have brought on themselves. Nobody told them to lay down with these women and try to use them to get a place to stay. That was all your decision that you made. You weren't using your mind. And again, no self-discipline whatsoever. You can't discipline this. You damn sure can't discipline that down there. That's all I'm saying. And these guys were not good for, like I said, they're not good relationship material. They're not the best of the best men to get they down on the bottom of the totem pole. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to be kind of desperate to let a man move in with you. He does. I mean, he's not really. They don't have much money. They talking about all their baby mamas, and they're bringing in. And all of this is all development of chaos. Any woman that allows a man to move in her residence, her home, that well, she deep down she knows she's never going to respect him, and she knows that he is a beta male. She knows that she has a sexual. She just wants sexual gratification, or she's insecure, or she needs male validation. And a lot of these people are deeply disturbed. A lot of them come up in single family homes with a mom, and they had no father, and so it gives them a way to have some kind of male energy around them. It's a reason for the madness. Again, this does not lead to nothing but a bunch of chaos and mayhem, disrespect. It can end up so many different ways. Though it's never nothing positive. The male will be emasculated in these situations, and it takes a beta male to take it. And it just told you how low and how much of how insecure and you don't value love yourself enough to keep in yourself in these type of homosexual situations, because that's what it turns out to be. Okay. And another thing, when you're living in these homosexual situations, the woman that's her house. She's gonna make sure everybody knows that this is my house. This is my car. This is my furniture. He ain't did nothing. This is mine. And he gonna do what I tell him to do. That's when you put yourself in a little boy's role. And guess what? She has a right to do that to you, because you ain't have not manned up and being a man to be able to have your own everything. A man should be done worked and got his stuff from his energy, from his works with his hand, and built something for himself before he even needs to be thinking about building a family with someone that doesn't. That woman has a home and you just gonna move in her house. So you putting yourself in a bitch role automatically. She's not gonna respect you. And they want to say, when these men get in these women's house, I just don't have, there's no respect. She don't need to respect your ass. You don't respect yourself. You can't even build a house. And everything you doing is because of your bad choices and your bad choice. Like I said, this is bringing up a bunch of chaos and mayhem to your life. So let's get back on topic. If you're a man that's moving, you are gonna move yourself in a woman's house, you're a homosexual off the top. That means that you ain't did the work, you ain't put the time and energy in yourself to grow to be a man. Period. I don't care if you kin to me, and if the shoe fit, motherfucker, it fit. Okay. But this is for everybody. I've been doing this topic for years. It just it came back up on my Facebook feed. I said, why I gotta do this video this Sunday. And here I am, I'm doing this video. And again, this is all to give out information and give everybody some knowledge that I have learned about life and hand it over to you, and hope it makes you a better person and change some of the way that you're thinking. Okay. No woman is going to respect you living in her house. That's her house. She bought everything. Her name online. Your name ain't on nothing. You and your name is nowhere. Even if you marry her, why she marry you while you're there for her own reasons, your name still is not on that house. If something happened to that woman, your ass got to go. If she got kids, they're gonna say, mama, mama is gone now, and you got 24 hours to get your stuff up out of this house, because we finna move in this house. What kind of man would it's like an idiot to move in a woman's house and your name is not on it, and if something happened to her, you're gonna have to reorganize. What you gonna go do? Try to find some other woman to move in with because you don't have sense enough to go and build something for yourself. And men, you are the builders. Y'all are supposed to be the protector and provider. You're supposed to be a builder, about it in some kind of way. You done got lost on your path, buddy, and you ain't on your purpose. You can't. You mean to tell me you can't find a little apartment to rent out? Hey, it may be little, it may not look like about 1 month, but it's yours. You mean to tell me you can't go find a used mobile home and fix it up with your big ass hands and learn how to do some kind of construction work, put something together and get you a place to stay? What is going on? What kind of males are these women pushing out of their bodies right now? I don't understand it. They don't want to live with. If you go back and do a track record on these guys, you'll see they have never had their own shit ever. And if they had a apartment or something, usually it was with they had moved in with their cousins or something when they were single, and seemed like they would have got together and said, like, man, you need to go and get your own place to stay. And you've been staying with me for this month because you into it with a home girl. Of course you're going to be into it all the time. They're going to put your ass out. They don't want you there. You ain't doing nothing. It ain't yours. Your name ain't on nothing. You got to go. So, yeah, this is what you're going to get. You're not going to get no self-respect from a woman if you in her house. She's going to learn to resent you, and she's going to talk to you really, really bad like a little boy, because that's what you are. She's going to resent you. She's going to tell you she don't want you. She's going to say, won't you just be a man? And you're going to get the lowest of the low. I mean, it's like living with your mom again. If she talk bad to you, if you had a mom that talked ignorant to you, you finna get the ignorantest talking that you ever heard in your life. If you move in a woman's house and your name ain't on there and you ain't you ain't the owner of it. Yeah, you setting yourself up for that. So you can't feel sorry for these dudes. I do not feel sorry for a grown ass man that didn't go do for himself and get his own place to stay. Because believe me, in this world, it's most likely easier for a man to get a house than it would be a woman. And not to say that you got some family member that probably would help you get you a place to stay. So, and with that being said, what are you scared of? What would a man be scared of to go be his own man and have his own house where he can get his keys and turn the knob and walk in and it's just him there? What would be the fear of a person that is scared to get their own? And they always need a woman codependent to be codependent with, and knowing this is not the best situation either. It's nothing but chaos and mayhem. What would make a man want to choose that over having his own? I'm gonna let y'all think about that for a moment. Okay, this is my opinion and my conclusion about it. These type of men off the top are beta males. Off the rip, it's a beta male. Two, you got to be very insecure about yourself to move in with a woman, and you don't think there's anything better that you can do in your mind to make your life better. Three, you have a limited intelligence up here. And most men, if they smart, they're going to find out a plan and they're going to work through that and they're going to manifest a way to get them a house to play. Like I say, if it's just a camper and if it's a little bitty trailer, at least they're going to have that peace of mind that when they pull up in their driveway, that's their place to stay. They may get a little 1-bedroom apartment. At least that is theirs. They ain't got to worry about a woman kicking their ass out because either you can't perform or you ain't performing good no more. Or like at first it may be good. Oh, y'all both hot and bothered and whatever, but that's going to end. Hey, everything comes to an end. Within 30 days after that, she going to want your ass up out of there. The that is over. The lust period is over with, buddy. What else do you got to? What do you have to offer? What the hell are you bringing to the table? That y'all want to ask women, what are you bringing to the table? What do you got to offer? That lame ass shit. What do you got to offer, buddy? But nothing but what you got between your legs. So these are the type of men that they are insecure. They're a beta male. Maybe they had a mother that was very masculine themselves, and they kind of emasculated them, and so maybe they are used to that, and maybe that's how they self-sabotage their self of being independent is by being in the presence of a woman that's going to continue the emasculation. They're going to take your balls and put them in a jar and hang them up there, and you're never going to get them back. Your balls is up in a jar somewhere. You don't have any. You don't have a pair. But in one of them, the liquid jars they have in the lab, that's where your balls are. If you're living with a woman, your name ain't on shit. They can put you out on anything, and you walking on eggshells. Do that sound like the definition of a man? I don't think so. I do not respect nobody, no male that does not have his own place to stay, and especially if they are 24 and above, and they are running around here trying to find women and being brute beasts, as they say in the Bible, trying to find a place to lay their head just to make it every day. There's a serious problem, and it could be a mental problem with these guys. It really is. I mean, come on now. You are about the low on the totem pole. If you got to pay child support and you're looking for a chicken head to move in with, and hopefully she helps you pay you with your child support, you're a beta male. You want her to figure out the things that you as a man that's supposed to be building, protecting, and providing. You want a woman to figure it out for you. You're a beta male. And if you're living in her home, you're a homosexual. One at that. You ain't get no self-respect. All you're going to get is resentment. All you're going to ever have in your household is chaos and mayhem. And all you're going to be to that woman in that house is a little boy. Because that's what you have to be. That's what you chose to become. You don't want to be a man. You are rebelling against your own masculinity. So all I got to say about this, you men out here, y'all need to get out there and get it on your own, because that's your natural status. You are the one that's supposed to be having the home. You are the one that should have a home where you can provide for your wife or your family. Or even in this case, these days, people don't want to get married. They're a girlfriend. Your girlfriend should be able to move in your house, and you should, and then you will put yourself in line in correct order where she will respect the hell out of you, because that's your house. She doesn't want to have to be. She gonna have to be like, I gotta watch how I talk to him in his house. He may just put me out my ass out if I overstep boundaries. Yeah, he's gonna put your ass out. But most men are like, hey, they feel secured about this. They feel good. They're able to go in, let you come in their house. They're providing protection and security for you. That is the way it's supposed to be. This bullshit that y'all doing this day is not right. It ain't gonna amount to shit. You're wasting your time. A lot of y'all are old. Y'all need to figure it out. If you don't understand this, I'm telling you right goddamn now. Be a man. I respect a man that's got his own things. It feels good to go in a man's house and knowing he got his own thing. It feels so good. It brings me anxiety to see a homosexual knocking on my, and one ain't gonna be knocking on my door. A homosexual, just say they walking up and they knocking on your door, and you know they ain't got the car they're driving is their mom's, or they don't have a job. You know that they ain't got nothing to offer but between their pants. They don't have any balls. Somebody put them on a shelf a long time ago, and that will give me anxiety, even being in that spirit of energy around a male like that. So, my advice to you, if you a man and you really want self-respect and you don't want no woman that resenting you, you don't want no woman talking bad to you because you in her house, I will say go out there and get it on your own and quit looking for mommy and daddy to do it for you. Do it on your own. You got to be a man, and that's part of your journey of being a man, getting out there. That is your rites to passage to get out there and get it. The earlier, the fucking better. One thing about it, you still here, you can always start over again. Start getting new ideas, making new plans. Do things that men do. Men, y'all are here to build, protect, and provide, not you moving into a woman's house looking like a goddamn silly ass duck, a doofus, a nerd. You're lame. You got a woman in your face every day. She could put you out. You're sitting up there like on eggshell. I may not need to say this. She's gonna put me out. What? That is not a man that is worried about a woman putting her. She's gonna put you out of her house for anything. The only ones that keep you around, they must probably don't look. She probably don't look all that good. She's insecure. Maybe she doesn't smell. She doesn't have good hygiene or something. And now you don't put yourself in a position where you would a crazy, or they mentally ill. You with a mentally ill woman that only thing she got is a house, and you done allowed yourself to get in this one crazy woman's house so you can have a place to stay. Because you don't have a brain or the a man's spirit to want to do good for yourself. So you are willing to put up with a whole bunch of shit that you don't got to, and avoid all. You want to avoid all kinds of life lessons for your growth. That means you don't want to grow either. You got comfortable, and you comfortable with being told what to do, how to do it, when to do it. Hell, y'all, some of y'all think you probably got to be told when to fart. I'm serious. And you think a real woman wants some shit like that? I don't think it's not me. I don't think so. Let's get real here. Your ass is on a punch clock every day. You got shit to do. And really, what most of y'all is ain't nothing but little errand boys. You make sure she probably wants you to cut the grass, make sure all this stuff. You just somewhere around as a maintenance man. That's really all what it comes down to. Nothing more, nothing else, nothing more. She's been, like I said, she's probably lonely and got some growth things that she needs to work on herself about. And both y'all at the same totem pole. So hey, it is what it is. But this is what I gotta say about you, homosexual guys that still living in a house with a woman. Y'all need to grow up and do better and go out there. Yeah, I know it's hard knock life out here, but there's a lot of the woman you stand with, she done it. Come on now. You got to learn how to value yourself, respect yourself. As soon as you walk in a woman's house and you put your bags down in there, you have lost all type of self-respect and you have no value. And okay, I was glad to get this video out the way. This is a subject. I'm probably going to do another video today about this because I got someone coming over here in a minute. I had to cut it short, but I'll do a part 2, you guys. Until next time, peace.